Bolly 93 FM.
My guests for today, Swasti Pandey and Tarun Kailash, are two activists who are committed to preventing a historically rich Indian language, Bhojpuri, from getting extinct and to give it an international recognition. Their organization called Ohri, which is spread all over the globe. Swasti Pandey is a seasoned music guru with over 2 decades of experience, and she's a gifted artist specializing in a wide range of genres and a multifaceted personality of Indian origin based here in the Silicon Valley. She's earned her Sangeet Prabhakar from Prayag Sangeet Samiti in Allahabad in India, with 2 subjects, Hindustani classical vocal and tabla, which is a rarity for a female. She specializes in singing khayal, tumri, bhajan, ghazal and various forms of Bhojpuri folk music. Tarun Kailash is a senior manager in the IT industry for over 20 years. He has a diploma in Indian classical music and accompanies his wife Swasti Pandey on keyboard at various events. He's a writer and a poet, over 100 poems in Hindi and Bhojpuri. Let's talk to these 2 amazing people, Swasti Pandey and Tarun Kailash, and know more about their organization Ohri and also about their journey. And we are here with the founding members of Ohri organization, Tarun Kailash and Swasti Pandey. A very warm welcome to this beautiful Sunday morning. Thank you for being here, giving your time on nearly the end of the year. So thank you very much, both of you, for being here at Bolly 92.3 FM and on my show, Making a Difference.
Thanks, Sheetal, for having us here. And as they say, all's well that ends well.
I'm 100% a believer of that, Tarun. So definitely it's end of the year and all ends, all's well that ends well. So I believe in that. So thank you, both of you, once again for your time. So before we begin talking about Ohri organization, I and my listeners are very keen and interested to know about both of you. So we'll start with you, Swasti. I understand that you have a music school. So let's talk about that journey. But first we need to know more about you. So let's talk about your growing up years, how you reached to where you are today. So let's start with you.
When I was a student, I was thinking about my talent. Even I was thinking maybe I will go to, if Rabindranath Tagore is there and I will meet him and he will find a talent, what talent I have.
So you thought that when you were growing up in India, you were thinking that you had a talent which could even bring Rabindranath Tagore to notice it? Is that what you're trying to say?
I was thinking what organization is there in India.
Oh, got it.
And I go there and they will let me know. Because I was feeling I am ignorant. I don't know in which field I go.
Oh, so you did not know which field to take?
I had 3-4 choices like philosophy, music. I was good in geography.
Okay.
And
Sanskrit.
and Sanskrit.
And Sanskrit, okay.
So, but slowly after marriage, I found that he is supporting more for practice. Music, then flute, tabla, guitar, harmonium. I think
that's really nice. So you had a supportive husband who did support your passion for music.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So when did you come to US?
In 2003 or 2.
Okay, so it's been about 15, 16 years.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So when you came here, when did you start your music school? Was it right as soon as you came here or was it at some stage?
After 3-4 days, I started my music school.
Wow, that's amazing. So did you have any problems in finding students or, what kind of school is it? Would you like to share with our listeners?
Actually, I got so many Indian people in the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell them I was a music teacher in India. Then they told, Oh, I was here in the US. We are just missing music
Okay.
for my son and for my
Okay.
daughter.
So you started teaching the little kids then?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. So from there, when did you launch your school properly here in the Bay Area?
I think in 2006.
2006. So what would you like to give your name, the school's name out, and details about your school?
Yeah, this is Swasti School of Music.
Okay, Swasti School of Music. All right.
Whatever name I chose, I thought I saw it's all taken. Like Swaranjali, music
Okay.
related, all the names
Okay.
already taken.
So
Then
you
I
thought your name would count. No, I agree. I mean, you are the key person who's teaching, who's the teacher. So having your name as the school's name, I think that's really good. So how do you think the school has taken from 2006 to now 2018? Do you see any difference? Do you think your school has grown? Your children, your students, have they grown in number?
Yeah, I found we have started with 2 kids, and now I have more than 100 kids.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic.
But one thing, after kids are growing and they are going to college, and now
Correct. So do you keep on having a rotation of kids coming in?
yeah.
Yes, okay, that's great. So thank you so much, Swasti. So we go to you, Tarun, now. Let's talk about you. What's your journey?
Sure. My journey, I won't claim has been unlike what would you expect. Like, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth,
Right.
but at the same time, it's really not the rags to riches anyways. So I find myself kind of lucky to a very good extent. One thing which I feel is very different and which makes me a unique individual is that you won't expect a geeky type. I have always been in the high-tech industry.
So you are a techie, let's just put it like that.
You can put it that way, but I am a musician at heart as well.
Got
so,
it, okay.
So I am a trained musician. I did my music diploma from Chandigarh
Wow.
as I was growing up, and luckily for me, I got married to someone who is a expert in music. So
Did you, now that's a private side of the question.
Go ahead.
When you went to see her or when you got married to her, did you know that? Or did you specifically see that? Or is it that something which you found out later after the
oh
marriage?
no, the checklist had that the first time.
Oh. So Swati, basically, he knew that you were into it, so that's one of the criteria he chose to marry you.
That's right.
Okay, got it.
So so it started off that way, as like anyone in our kind of immigrant community. We came with 2 bags and nothing to expect, and probably a broken keyboard or something. Was so much passionate about music, and she's right. So the day 3 she got the first student, and to correct, like, not only the kids but there were adults as well coming. So
Okay.
those people in the high tech industry who somehow did not get the time to like master their skills on the keyboard or in their vocal skills. There was at least one person I remember, and he was such a passionate about music. He would start practicing his alaps right in the morning raga, and it
Wow.
would feel like so. He used to be our next door, and it would be so divine and feeling like blessed that whatever we are teaching, we are getting it back right from him. So
Very good.
today we stand at about 100, but more to say about the language. So Swasti has, I tried to like combine all the skills that she has, which is Sanskrit, the Bhojpuri language that she was born in that zone, and her music skills and philosophy and Sanskrit. So together, if you combine all of this, the few things that come up is folk music, devotional music, because philosophy, Sanskrit, Hindi, and music. So,
Right.
so those are the 2 skills which I saw into her, and then I started pushing her up and channelizing all my energy towards, the progress of that. And
Very nice. So basically, in a nutshell, if I sum up your being a technology geek did not stop you basically to get your passion, but include your spouse in it, and you started the whole school and the foundation or the organization Archer from there. Am I correct in summing this up?
I think you are very accurate, and the left and right balance that brings in the equilibrium, not only from an individual standpoint, but also like in our personal well-being. So that really helped quite a bit, and so she took off. Then I started. I didn't know where to start. Then I just someone from my Akhar group, his name is Nabeen. He lives in Dubai, and he suggested, Tarun, you should start a YouTube channel. So that was the creation of Swasti Music USA, and the channel started in 2014. I'm very proud to say that today we completed 20 million views.
Wow, fantastic.
And 68,000 subscribers, and it's growing. And she gets accolades and requests from all over the world, because Bhojpuri is a language which is spoken by 200 million worldwide.
Yeah, right.
You'll be surprised to know that it's one of the government languages in Mauritius.
Yes.
Fiji also recognizes it, in Nepal, Suriname, Trinidad, Tobago, and apart from India and all parts of India. And now a little bit I'm trying to flourish it in the US, trying to bring awareness.
So, Tarun, we were talking about the Bhojpuri language, and we understand that the Bhojpuri language is known worldwide, and you and Swasti are basically trying to now promote this language here in the US. So tell me, how are you doing that?
It was a difficult challenge to start with. So several different ways of doing it, online and offline. So in the online world, as I was speaking before the break, I started this YouTube channel, and it's really flourishing like anything, and it's growing, so which gives us a lot of energy to kick back and give more to the community. So I'm trying my level best, apart from my day job, to produce more and more videos of our songs. So that's the online world. But in the offline, she started doing her bhajan shows. So mostly in the San Bruno temple and all the temples here around, she on all these different events that we have, she goes and performs there, and I think so far she has 500 plus videos, which means yes, all of those are recordings of her own songs. In addition, we made a trip to India in last July, and we were very humbled by the response that we got there. So the government organization called Maithili Bhojpuri Academy, they felicitated us, and they had an event for her to perform there. And just sheer by knowing that someone who is from the Bhojpuri zone and they are trying to do these things over here in US kind of motivates people there. And we have many new artists coming up there who are so far trying to be away from the language. The language, to give you a background, it comes from economically weaker section of the society. I'll be very honest in saying it. So somehow there is a little bit of a stigma in speaking that language, leave aside singing. And by her giving it a platform like a US that really amplified that and kind of motivated everyone that, hey, there's this pride into it. It's just a language, right? So
Swati, if I have to ask you, do you know how many people there are from this language, Bhojpuri, here in the US or even in the Bay Area? Do you have any number? Do you know how many people?
Yeah, I have so many Bhojpuri groups in the US.
Oh, there are?
There are.
Okay.
Bajana, some Bhojpuri groups are in New Jersey and New York area also.
And in the Bay Area?
In Bay Area,
there are a couple. There is one Bhojpuri Association of North America, which we are members of. We have Bihar Foundation, which also is partially Bhojpuri. It has other languages as well. So to give you a number, it will be around, I would say, 300 plus.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
But so far we didn't see much. The presence hasn't been felt much, and that's where we have been trying to bring it to the light.
So we are trying to help from Bolly 92.3 FM, having you both here, trying to show that you are making a difference and trying to promote this language, because this language is recognized worldwide. So on another note, on the Akhar Foundation or the Akhar organization you have, tell us where all the chapters are in the world, because I know there are many. So would you like to share that?
Sure, thanks for asking that. So,
and first of all, Akhar, listeners, if you want to understand, Akhar means akshar, which means words. Correct?
That's right.
Yes. So let's hear from you about Akhar now.
Sure. So Akhar, whenever I speak of it, I really feel so motivated. It's a worldwide organization. It has chapters in USA, it has chapters in Australia, it has UAE and Dubai specifically. There are quite a bit, Nepal, and pretty much all the places where we have Netherlands. We have artists from Netherlands, like say for you would if you search Raj Mohan, he's a Bhojpuri singer in Netherlands. So we have connections there, and several in India. Within India, we have so many chapters in Delhi and all the metro cities, as well as in the villages of India. So sorry to digress, but last time when we went to India, we in fact visited a village in India where she did a lecture demo to the village girls. So they were so glued to her presentation, as well as same thing that you are trying to promote, making a difference, and we could see their faces beaming in joy when they saw her coming from USA to a village and presenting Ohri songs, which even their grandmothers have now forgotten.
Oh, wow.
So that's what we are trying to bring in the legacy and bring it to the light. So yeah, so all those are the chapters that we have worldwide.
Wow. And how are you promoting it here in the USA? Is there any website or anything where, the listeners of Bolly 92.3 FM and also people who are listening to us online right now all over the world, if they would like to visit, how can they reach you?
Very simple. You just have to search Aakhar, which is spelled as Aakhar, and add the word Bhojpuri if you want, and you'll see its Facebook page, it has a YouTube channel, it has its own Twitter, and pretty much all the social media accounts, where we make sure that we keep everyone posted. So yearly once on the birth of our first president of India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, who was from the Bhojpuri region as well. We have a big event that we celebrate, and it's related to literature, the music, and the several different facets, including the art and the sculpture that we promote there, and we showcase that to the entire world.
Wow, that's fantastic. So Swasti, I have a question for you. I understand you teaching these little kids our culture, our values, and even our, religious scriptures, which is either whether the religious books like Hanuman Chalisa and Ramcharitramanas. How do you do this with these little kids?
So first I teach the raga.
Okay.
And after that I tell them, okay, let's compose this Hanuman Chalisa in rag, this rag, that rag. Suppose I'm teaching rag Bhimpalasi.
Yes, so give a little example.
Then the classical one will go like that. विरज में धूम मचायो श्याम. And then Hanuman Chalisa. जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर. And then these kids basically recited exactly like this. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. So what is the average range of the age group of these kids?
Like 5 to 65.
No, 65 is not a kid. Yeah, they say when you're becoming old, you become a kid. But yeah, I think that's just beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Swasti.
Thanks,
really appreciate it. So I know the time is short, but we definitely want to hear our guest Swasti Pandey talk just maybe with a little bit of her singing to let this show end on a musical note, and this year with making a difference with me, Sheetal, end on a beautiful new musical note. So Swasti, can we request you to sing something either devotional or maybe something which is really a well-known song in Bhojpuri, so our listeners can hear that.
राम लखन दुनो भैया, राम लखन दुनो भैया अवध रहवैया मुनि के संग आए हैं. राम लखन दुनो भैया अवध रहवैया मुनि के संग आए हैं. बक्सर जाई के तड़का मारे, बक्सर जाई के तड़का मारे, मुनि लोग के यज्ञ करवैया अवध रहवैया मुनि के संग आए हैं.
Beautiful, Swasti. And if we have to listen to another kind of bhajan kind of song, the one from any movies or anything which is popular. Would you like to just hum few lines from there?
Ganga kinare mora gaon ho, ghar pahuncha de devi maiya. Ganga kinare mora gaon re, ghar pahuncha de devi maiya. घर पहुँचा द मोहे माई से मिला द घर पहुँचा द मोहे माई से मिला द अंगना में निमिया के गाछ रे घर पहुँचा द देवी मैया.
Beautiful. That was so beautiful and heart-touching, and I'm sure the listeners are also very touched by this emotional song. So thank you so much, both of you. Thank you for your time, and thank you for being here on Bolly 92.3 FM. I wish you both a very happy New Year and happy holidays. Thank you. And
thanks, Sheetal.
Thanks, Sheetal, for having us here, and a very happy New Year and all the best for Bolly 92.3 FM.
Thank you.